Greetings, greetings. Thank you for coming into the live stream. How are you doing today? I'm gonna let, as usual, I'm gonna let a few people get in to the stream. How are you doing today, Weirdo Hoodoo? Let a few people get into the live stream. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Just type yes in the chat if you guys can hear me. I've been having problems with my audio. Okay, great. That's good. That's good. Okay, Valerie. Okay, yeah, I like the name. Hopefully, I'll remember that though. How are you, Shelly? Thank you for coming into the live stream. How are you, Dorian? How's everybody doing today? Let me know where you guys are from. While we wait, let me give you another minute to let people get in here. And we're going to talk about the age of Aquarius. So you guys can be prepared. That's the thing. That's the thing I want to help you guys understand is preparation. Okay. Oh, Shelly, I'm doing wonderful. Okay, just enjoying the weather. We have good weather out here right now. I'm just in a good space and a good vibration. Everything is positive. I hope you guys are feeling the same, feeling positive out there. If you're not, hopefully this live stream will put you in that mind frame, put you in that energy space. So thank you. Thank you. Oh, Valerie, you're an Aquarius sun. Okay. So this is gonna be very important for you to understand. So, again, I'll start now because anybody who comes, as always, you guys can look at the live stream that's saved because I always make sure I save them and put them up for you guys just in case there's some things that you want to go back to. So, the age of Aquarius. Okay. What does this mean? Because basically, what in a nutshell, if you're not familiar with this, guys, in a nutshell, the universe itself has a natal chart. Okay. And this is where we get the houses. House number 1 is supposed to be where Aries is at. This is because in the universe's natal chart, Aries is number 1, Taurus is number 2, Gemini is number 3, Cancer is number 4, so on and so forth. Okay. So now we're going into a cycle. Okay. Because remember, life is a cycle. We got to remember this. Even in your personal lives, you go through a cycle. Okay. Think about your relationships. Think about, your career paths. Even think about just your life period, your childhood, your teenage years, your early adult years, then your mature years. These are all cycles. Okay. So now we're coming out of the age of Pisces, and Pisces is, the energy is it's so many different things we can talk about the age of Pisces, but I want to really focus on, the belief aspects. This is why during this time, the age of Pisces, there was so much religion. Okay. Much love to you, my brother Melanated Ray. Okay. So there was so much religion in the age of Pisces. Okay. Because it's all about belief. It's not actual facts. Okay, so here's the thing, because the age of Aquarius is the age of science. Okay, the age of the mind. Remember, Aquarius is a masculine sign. I know they tell you that we're stepping into a feminine age. We're coming out of a feminine age. Pisces is a feminine zodiac sign. Aquarius is a masculine zodiac sign. They're very opposite, because remember, like I said, Pisces is a belief. Pisces is a belief systems, which belief systems play a big role in your reality. Okay, now remember, you have to have a balance. You can't just be totally practical, because then you have no life, you have no essence, you'll have no fluidity. You'll be too straight. That's too masculine. And also, you can't be too, you can't be too fluid, or you'll have no structure. Okay, so this Piscean energy, it's not like it's bad or anything. It's just we're moving, we're changing. Again, you have to change with the times. Now we're coming into the age of science, the age of facts. So here's the thing. I want to prepare you guys, because this is now. Some people even say we're in it now. Okay. So how you prepare yourself, because again, though it's like natural selection. Those who don't change with the times get left behind and get dispersed. All right, you see this happening already, because now, like I said, now things are becoming scientific. Now you actually have to study, guys. Okay, you actually have to do your own research now. Okay, you can't just say erroneous beliefs and expect big impacts to happen in your life anymore. Okay, you have to back them up with actual research now, because see, the Aquarius zodiac sign is known as your genius gene. Why? It's because it's so complex. Remember, Aquarius is ruled by two planets, Uranus and Saturn. Now, Uranus and Saturn are totally opposite. Why? For one particular reason, is that Saturn is about traditions and not changing. Okay. Now, Uranus is about constant change at a high pace. All right. So, what does this mean for the Aquarius energy? Remember, everybody has Aquarius inside of them, regardless of your sun sign. Somewhere in your natal chart, you have Aquarius there. And this is how you find your genius gene. This is how you find, because everybody is a genius in their own right, in their own way. Okay. It's just some find it and some people don't. Okay, so what does this mean for the Aquarius sign, the Aquarius energy? Is that they're connected to tradition, to the past. Okay, it's like the saying, you got to know the rules to break the rules, because Aquarius is connected to the traditions. It understands this. So stepping into this age of Aquarius, it understands religion and why it's happening. Okay, but now they're separating it from it because they're changing it. Okay, they see the faults. Remember, Aquarius is an air sign. I know people think it's a water sign. It's not a water sign. It's an air sign. So it's intelligence. Okay, so you become the alchemist. Okay, like so Pisces will be like the yogi. Okay, or the guru. Who just basically relies only on the feminine. Then when you're stepping into this age, you become the alchemist. You study, you want to see, okay, why this is happening. Okay, this is why they created alchemy, where they took certain plants and they combined them because they wanted to see the effects. They studied the human anatomy. Okay, so what am I telling you? Unless I'm trying to prepare you guys, is because because this is also the age of the entrepreneur. This is why jobs are coming down. Okay, as the years go by, there's going to be less and less concrete foundation in so-called 9-to-5. Just going to school looking for a 9-to-5. I tell people, if you're going to go to school to get the skill sets to become an entrepreneur. Or if you're going to start at a business, get the job so you can learn the business. Don't just get the job, for the sake of having a paycheck, or for the sake of just having the security, because security is no more. It's going down, everyone. That's what I want to. This is, I don't want to say have this as a warning as you being fearful, but you got to understand where we're going. Why do you think there's so many people becoming entrepreneurs? Because we're stepping in the age of Aquarius. So most people are already going to, most people are already going to make this change where they realize now it's law of equal exchange. Okay. It's even more the law of equal exchange, because before you can have a hierarchy where one person is basically, given everything and it sprinkles everything down like a pyramid. Now Aquarius is not like that. Is making it evil. I mean, I said evil. It's making it a even level playing field. Because the opposite of Aquarius is Leo. So Leo is all about the self, mastering the self. It's all about, mastering your own willpower, how to, how to shine with your light. Now, Aquarius is saying, okay, you got there, you got your light. Now, how do you bring light to the group? How do you bring everybody up to your level playing field? Okay, for all you people who have South Node Leo like I do, we had to learn this the hard way. Okay, if you have South Node Leo, okay, which will make you have North Node Aquarius. Again, I have this, so we had to learn this the hard way, where it's not about us anymore. Where we already, we understand, we have our self-esteem, we have our confidence, we have our creativity intact. Now in this lifetime, it's time for us to bring other people up, because there's a lot of people struggling out here. So again, that's another thing with the age of Aquarius. It's going to be a shell-shocking thing for you people. Because again, I can't really blame anybody, because like I said, social media has created a ton of narcissism. Okay, and it's funny because social media is it would be in the age of Aquarius thing, right? Because see, we're connecting the world as a group. Okay, and the internet period will be representing by the age of Aquarius, because you have access to everything now. All the information that was hidden and was only meant for royalty, you have access to it now, but you got to study. Okay, not just blogs, getting people's opinions. You got to read. You got to really do your diligence in getting things down. Okay, because I want to bring it back to this to understanding of everything is a level playing field now. You're gonna have to give equal to people. Okay, and like I said, it's hard because today's time, the narcissism thing, where everybody's kind of focused on themselves. Like I said, social media is for you to be social and for you to meet people and connect with people all around the world. But now we've taken it to a direction where it's all about the self now. How many likes you get, how many people are in your inbox and stuff like that, how other people are not good for you, how nobody else is as good as you are. And this is the reason why you're single. When you hear people saying that, it's usually the opposite. Just to be totally honest. Clear narcissism right there. So you can go on social media, you can go on Facebook right now, and that's all you see. You see everybody trying to show off and get attention. Again, that's very Leo-like. Now, if we're stepping in the age of Leo, again, that's changing with the times, right? But we're stepping back. So what's going to start happening is things are going to crumble for these people, which you already see it. Okay, where you're going to have to face other individuals that you feel like are lesser than you, and you're going to see them rise above you if you have this narcissism attitude, which you can see. A lot of these people, like I said, check them out on social media. Go through your social media. Just go through the comments and recognize narcissism. Nobody's good for me. Nobody else is as good as me. Look what I'm doing. I'm doing so good, and you're not. Oh, if you don't agree with something, That's a classic thing where people feel like they have to argue when they don't agree with something. You see this all day on social media, right? Somebody doesn't agree with whatever it is. It could be anything. It could be veganism. And all these people get on an attack. Oh, you're stupid. Oh, blah, blah, blah. This is blah, you know, going in, right? And it's like nobody, not everybody in the world is supposed to think like you. You know, it's the same thing with me. You can agree with me, right? But it's no point in arguing because everybody doesn't have to think like me, and everybody doesn't have to think like you. Okay, so this is why I say, you know, arguing on social media, that's just showing you that you're a narcissist. It's just letting you know ahead of time with who you are. Okay, I wouldn't know. Shelly, you're saying I wouldn't waste precious time there. Now, Shelly, I totally agree with you. Okay. Only thing is, you know, again, when it comes to business, because, you know, social media is not all bad, you know, it's not all bad. Again, it's just a double-edged sword, you know, because then you can waste a lot of time. It becomes an addiction when you're just scrolling and, you know, you could be doing so many other things. Now, if you do use it as a networking tool, because that's originally what it's for. It's for networking. It's for connecting around the world. So remember, the age of Aquarius is the age of the entrepreneur and also the age of your network. Remember, your network is your net worth. You have access to everybody across the world right now. All the people that, like, think about it right now. You know, all the people in the chat right now. Put in the chat where you're from. Put in the chat where you're from. You'll see all these people from different parts of the world. We're all connected here. Age of Aquarius, networking. Okay? Nobody's better than the other. Again, not even me, just because I'm orchestrating this and I'm creating this. This is my channel, but it's still a level playing field. Again, you guys can teach me something, and I can teach you something. Okay? So networking, because remember, you want to think about what you love, of course. See, Georgia, Colorado, Belgium, Ohio, Georgia again, Florida. You see? All these people all around. Okay? Without the internet, without social media, YouTube, we would never know each other, right? So again, it is a double-edged sword, but you want to use it as learning purposes because you can see. Remember, the third eye is a lot deeper than what people make it seem to be. It's actually really seeing what's really going on and not getting caught up. It really seeing, okay, what's really going on and not getting caught up in the motions of what the masses are doing. This is what I want to teach you guys. I want to get you guys out of the masses. Okay? Let's get out of the masses so you can see. You take that red pill, those of you who've seen The Matrix, right? You step out, take that red pill, and you can actually see what happened when Neo took that red pill and he was walking through the city. Everybody was walking straight like robots and they were walking in the opposite direction. That's what's going to happen when you take your mind out the masses, because this is what the age of Aquarius is about. Okay? It's not thinking like the multitude anymore. This is why it's the opposite of Leo, because Leo likes to entertain, right? So Leo gives the crowd what the crowd wants. It has to entertain, but Aquarius separates itself. Not saying that he's a loner, because sometimes in astrology they paint Aquarius to be a loner. That's not correct, because that wouldn't make sense, because the 11th house is ruled by Aquarius, right? And that represents the community. Okay, that represents the community. You're asking, so what do we do then? Again, first of all, as far as career-wise, now it's time, like I said, because watch, the next couple of years, there's going to be no safety in 9-to-5s anymore. Okay? No safety in 9-to-5s anymore. Guys, I'm trying to tell you, gotta make the shift. Now it's time for you to create your own businesses. What do you love to do? Because you can create anything. You can go right on YouTube right now and learn how to start your own business, start your own website. Right now. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter what you want to do. Because see, the age of Aquarius is about using your head now, using your mind now. You can no longer rely on just beliefs anymore, everyone. Okay? You can't just rely on just beliefs anymore. Beliefs are powerful, but now you gotta take your beliefs, use your mind, and create a plan. Okay? How are you gonna make this happen? How can you differentiate yourself? Because Aquarius means different. This is why I'm telling you guys over and over again, look at the masses. What are they all doing? When you see large multitudes of people doing something, even if you feel like you're in agreement with that, you really want to check out what's happening. Because let me tell you something, being in this high community, you know, which it's a smaller community within a larger community, because let's just say the New Age movement is this large community, right, of all of us spiritual people. But then there's layers, there's onion layers till you get all the way to this small circle. Okay, there's onion layers to this group of what we call the New Age movement. The outer shell, that's the real, like the real New Age movement, you know, that's that outer shell. The deeper you get, the farther away you're gonna get. Okay, it's just like a business. The outer shell is all the workers, they have no idea what's going on. You keep getting smaller, then it's like this little mastermind group within the business. Okay, so that's what's happening here too. I'm trying to get you guys to the little group, to the little group within inside the onion, because the little group within inside of the onion is the one that's going to prosper and move forward. Everybody else is going to move with the trends. They're going to go up, down, left, right, circle, all over the place. You want to stand firm and stay in this little group. Okay, so that's the first, like, career. Like I said, research. And remember I said before, Age of Aquarius is not about just studying spirituality anymore. We was doing that in Pisces, where the older spiritual people, all they studied was meditation and yoga, and that's it. And that was fine because that was the age. Now it's different. You have to study everything. You have to study everything. Right now, look, let me tell you, this is what I just got in today. What does it say? Real estate investors tax guide. Okay. Again, the ABCs of property management. We can go on and on. Let me say something else. Music marketing. Okay, music marketing. Music business. Okay. Now I have a ton of spiritual books. I have investing books. So many things, you know, music theory, so many things. Okay. See, now this is about studying everything. You know, you don't want to just study spirituality. Okay, because you can't run yourself. You can't become an entrepreneur just by studying spirituality. You have to study everything. You have to become a scientist. You have to study people, because in the age of Aquarius, people are the biggest asset. Remember, your network is your net worth. That's what Aquarius is trying to tell you. See, when you're stuck in that Leo mind frame, you're only focused on how you feel, what you need to do. What are your dreams? If you have somebody next to you, if you have somebody in your household, what are their dreams? Because the fastest way you can reach your dreams is helping somebody else reach their dream. It sounds cliche because I know all the motivational speakers say this, right? You know, they're always saying, you know, the fastest way, you know, to get where you want to get is help other people get where they want to get. That's the truth. The moment you step out of your comfort zone and you network, you create a community. This is what we're doing right now. I'm creating a community. Okay, all of you in the chat room right now. Okay, we're creating a community. All right. Now you want to create your communities too. Okay. You want to create your own community as well. This is why I say get you know, start your YouTube channel. Start making videos on your YouTube channel. Okay? Start your YouTube channel. I want to cuz look, think about a lot of these other people speaking uh on YouTube, right? Are they really ever telling, as far as in the spiritual community, are they ever telling you how to set up your own community? Or are they just trying to tell you to follow their community? This is why I gave you the sessions on how to make money from home, so you can get the income. Now you can set up your community. Because believe it or not, guys, every single one of you right now, you have knowledge that can help somebody. Okay? Let the fear go. Let the fear of saying, I don't know enough. I'm not, you know, you might be in a situation where you feel like you can't even help yourself. You can help somebody. There's somebody in deeper trouble than you are. Okay? Hello, Brittany. Hello, Brittany. Okay, let me see. Let's see. Speaking of music, what's the significance of hearing music / heavenly sounds in your dreams? Again, that's something coming from the higher realms. Frequency is coming into the higher realms, because remember, in your dream state, you are in a higher realm. So there might be some musical talents that you need to tap into. Remember, music, sound, audio is very, very important. Okay. So if you're hearing like, you know, if you're hearing like heavenly music, you know, like godly type of music that we would consider godly, angel like, it's telling you that there's a message within that realm of audio, within that realm of sound that you need to tap into. So it doesn't matter if you're not into music or not, you know, get a little piano and start practicing. You know, get an instrument, start practicing. All right. Tap into that, because there's a message there for you that you could really create something. Okay. But yeah, like I said, guys, what you want to do is start your own communities now. What you want to do is expand your network. What you want to understand is that everybody is equal, but the reason why we're not as far as physically equal is because not everybody knows their talent. Not everybody has the self-esteem. That's the problem, is self-esteem. That's why that's the whole reason for narcissism. Because you have a low self-esteem, so especially with social media, because you don't even have to be in somebody's face physically. It's so funny. You don't have to be in somebody's face physically, so it makes it easy. Because think about it. Think about all the stuff that people say on social media. Would they actually say half of that stuff in front of other people in the physical? No. So it makes it even easier for you to make yourself feel better when you're down. So what do? Take a whole bunch of pictures, hoping people will like it, hoping people will comment, expose people from your inbox, you know, all this narcissistic stuff. You know, it's crazy. Okay. So I want to, like I said, I want to teach you guys how to get into this middle, so you can so you can change with the times. Now become an entrepreneur. Okay. Learn how to heal yourself. All right. You should be learning about the herbs. Like some of you guys have certain problems. Maybe you have asthma. Maybe you have fatigue. Maybe you have weakness. Maybe you have low energy. You should be researching right now. That's what the Age of Aquarius is about. It's not about running to your doctor, because as we know, your doctor can't help you. Your doctor's going to put you on medication. You're going to have asthma for the rest of your life. Is that what you want? No, you don't want that. That's why you're here. You're here on occult healing. Okay. Speaking of that, some people ask me, why do I have occult in the name? You know, it might scare people away. I said, good. Because if you get scared by the name occult, or you get scared by whatever, that means this information is not for you. You're not ready to make the change. You're not ready to see. Okay. You letting fear stop you from anything. So everybody in this chat room, congratulate yourself. Congratulate yourself. Because you know, you're not letting fear stop you. Man fears what he doesn't understand. A lot of you guys just probably understand more. So you guys should be learning about the herbs, how you can heal yourself. You don't deserve to have asthma for the rest of your life. Don't subject yourself to that. You're too powerful for that. To subject yourself to having asthma for the rest of your life or high blood pressure for the rest of your life. You know, religions talk about like Christianity talks about sin. That would be a sin in my eyes when you're going to subject yourself to that unnecessary pain. Okay, so the age of Aquarius is telling you now it's more so you got to be more independent now. Okay, because Pisces was dependent. Pisces is dependent on the government and stuff like that, dependent on the religion, dependent on family members. Okay, that's what the age of Pisces was about. Aquarius is about independence now. It's about freedom, as far as like, you know, financial freedom, as far as freedom from, like I said, being dependent on people, being dependent on their energy to keep you up. If you're not changing with this times, you're gonna fall behind. Okay, so again, that's one lesson, and that's another lesson. Study the herbs. Study how to heal your body. Whatever problems that you have going on, you need to study now and heal yourself now, because you can. You can. Okay, whatever kind of issues you got going on, remember, now when it comes to strengths and weaknesses, I always tell people, acknowledge your weaknesses, right? Acknowledge them. So you got to learn, you got to know. Astrology readings help you out with this. Tarot readings help you out with this. You know, of course, the long way, but the more efficient way is very, very long, and it takes a lot of time and dedication, is self-evaluation. It's going to take a couple years where you evaluate yourself. I told you guys to get those diaries, right? Told you to get a diary. I don't care if you're a man, woman, whatever. Get a diary, write in your diary. Because this is a tool, a self-analysis analyst tool. Analyze yourself and your thoughts. So you want to be completely honest in your diary. Okay, some of the most important people in history had diaries. That's how we learn about them, right? People like Benjamin Franklin or Abraham Lincoln and whoever you want to name all had diaries. That's how we know so much about them. Okay, they were writing in there, knowing the knowledge. That's why they were so important. So if you have a diary right now, can pat yourself on the back. Now you want to study your diary. Go in the back, go back in your little book, and analyze. Say, wow, what was going on with me during this day? Wow, this made me feel that way. Wow, because now you're seeing the pattern. Because this is what a scientist would do. Remember, you are the project. Okay, remember I told you guys you shouldn't have any time trying to fix other people, right? You shouldn't have any time focused on trying to fix somebody else, because you should be constantly seeing yourself as the project that needs to keep being improved. And when you're improving yourself, you're actually improving others too, because people are watching you. I don't care how isolated you think you are, somebody's watching you. It could be a child. It could be your mother. Somebody's going to get inspired by you. So everything that you do, you want to make sure, because like I said, Aquarius leads by example. It's the opposite of Leo, where Leo puts himself in the front. Aquarius leads by example. We're coming from the age Pisces, where there was a lack of leadership, period, because that's Pisces. It's not that energy, you know. Not saying that, like I keep saying, not saying that Pisces is bad or anything. I'm just telling you, you have to change. It's just saying like the 4 seasons, right? Just because we're going, you know, let's just say, just because we're going from summer to fall doesn't mean that summer's bad, right? Or doesn't mean that winter's bad, doesn't mean it's spring. It's just, you got to change. When it's summertime, you know you got to take those layers off. Or what's going to happen? You're going to burn up. You're going to burn up. You're going to catch a heat stroke. And you're going to end up in that hospital. It's the same thing with the energy. All right. If you're not changing, you're going to get messed up. So here's the thing. Like I said, start becoming more independent by healing yourself. There's a lot of people out here that can help you do this. Like, I'm one of them. I'm not the only one. There's a ton of people. I just make myself accessible. This is why I open myself up for readings. I open myself up for consultations, even though I'm very, very busy, because I'm trying to make myself accessible. This is why a lot of you have my number, my personal number, okay? Because it's making myself accessible, okay? Of course, I can't be accessible to everybody, right? You know, I can't spread myself that thin. But when I see somebody who has the upright energy, who's willing to put in something, that's the person I cling to. There's a couple of you, you know who you are. You guys are the people that I really put my energy into, because you're willing to take the next steps. You were serious, like I was serious. I'll tell people all the time, when I was just starting out on this journey, right? Of course, I was getting the books and stuff like that. I was watching videos and stuff like that. But I needed to get close to these people. I needed to get near their energy. I needed to have a conversation with them, however means. I don't care. My first job, I was working, I was working fast food. I spent my every check on whoever it was. I was going to their little seminar things, little spiritual seminars. I was getting every single reading. There was times where I didn't even eat. There was times I didn't even eat because I was buying a book, or I was getting a reading from somebody, or I was trying my best to get in their energy, because I understood energy. I understood that the people you connect with are going to change you. So you just listening to this message is changing you right now, because it's like food. Remember, they say you are what you eat, right? That's the truth. But remember, you don't eat this through consuming, like taking a bite out of an apple. You don't just consume like that. You consume through listening. You consume through watching. You consume through feeling. Okay? So remember, you are what you eat. So remember, your body, you need to eat every single day, right? Because some people think, you listen to a high vibrational message, right? And you're feeling good, you're feeling pumped, and then a couple of days later, it goes down. And that's because you need to continue to get messages. You need to continue to get that motivation coming in. Once you do that on a consistent basis, you will change. You will turn into the butterfly. You'll spin your cocoon. A lot of you are caterpillars waiting to spin the cocoon. I'm giving you the answer right here. Check how you're eating, okay? You want to be like these people, get around them, speak to them as much as possible, okay? You want to get on the same wavelength as, let's just say, one of your heroes or whatever. Of course, it's going to be hard to get to the top people. But look at some of the people who are accessible, that have those same characteristics that you can build up, and then one day you will meet that person, your hero. Okay, one day you will meet that hero. Remember, you're somebody's hero right now. Can you soak that in? I want all of you in the chat room, soak that in right now. You're somebody's hero right now. Somebody's waiting for you to get to that level. Okay? There's a little kid out there. There's a child out there that is waiting for you to get to where you need to shine, and they're gonna be the little kid that's putting you on their wall and saying, you know what, or even if you're on YouTube or something, there's somebody out there waiting for you, or there's somebody looking at you right now. You might have a son, you might have a daughter, you might have a little brother, little sister, you might have or maybe even an older sibling or something like that, or maybe your mother, your father is looking at you just saying, I'm so proud of you. You make me so proud. Okay? You need to bring other people up with you. This is what the age of Aquarius is about. This is why it's about being an entrepreneur, because as an entrepreneur, you can't just focus on yourself. When you're working at a job, you can be very selfish, right? your job. You don't fuck nobody if you don't want to do your job. Get the heck out of there, right? When you're an entrepreneur, you need people in order for you to survive. Okay? In order for you to survive, you need somebody, because you're direct selling. Let's just say you sell products, you sell services, right? Like, of course, you guys know one of my streams of income is doing readings, consultations, and stuff like that. So it's direct selling, right? So in order for me to get that income, I need you. Okay, just like in order for you to get that information that you want, you need me. The law of equal exchange, that's the beauty of it. So think about some of these small businesses, these small businesses and small entrepreneurs. The next time you make a purchase with them, just know of what you're doing for them as well. You're getting something in return, but you're putting food on somebody's table. Okay. Also, when you're an entrepreneur, you're going to need, other people who are doing maybe the same thing that you're doing. Let's just say, since I had the real estate books, say you're trying to get into real estate, right? You might need a mentor to show you the ropes. You're going to need somebody that's going to be able to give you loans. You're going to need, you need people. So the age of Aquarius is all about people. This is why I stress in my other videos, right? My other videos was always telling you, to get out there and expand yourself. I know my last video was messed up because of all the mosquitoes. Everybody that see my last video when I was outside, man, the mosquitoes would get me. But I got something for them though next time I go out there. My next video after this, I'm going out there, guys. I'm not backing down. I'm gonna face those mosquitoes once again. Okay. But again, the whole thing is that you guys need people, right? I need you, you need me, and we have a level playing field. That's what Aquarius is trying to teach you. So again, like I said, being more independent, where yes, you need people, but you don't want to rely on people. You don't want to become a leech. You don't want to become an energy vampire. That's what an energy vampire is when you're leeching off somebody. A lot of people are doing this. Why? Because the internet age, again, they feel like they know it all, and they feel like they should get something for nothing, right? So even if you're in a relationship and you want this person to do all this stuff for you, and you're not giving nothing in return, you are a leech. You're an energy vampire. And we all play this role, myself included. But best believe, I made my mistakes in the past, right? But now I'm changing, because I've seen that, yeah, I was one of those people who was just taking, because I didn't know any better. I was ignorant. Okay. And ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is bliss. But you want to know the worst kind of person is the person that knows this information but continues to act ignorant. So it's funny, because while I'm always coming at the spiritual community, I'm always saying, some stuff. I'm always maybe going on little rants about the spiritual community, right? And not so much regular people, because regular people are ignorant. And that's not bad, because like I said, I just told you I was ignorant in certain things. And I'm still ignorant about certain topics and certain things in life. I'm just talking about specifically spirituality. Like, this is where I put a lot of my energy into. Okay. Like I said, the reason why I talk more about the spiritual people, because they know they're not ignorant, but they continue to play like they're ignorant. Okay. And I see this so much. This is why I said the onion layers. Guys, let's go down the onion layers. Let's get here. Can you meet me here? Okay. You meet me here. Like I said, but we don't look at the masses. We're not paying attention to what they're doing. They're going to catch up later. But again, another thing about when you're really in touch with the age of Aquarius, you're always going to be ahead of time. You're always going to be creating innovation. That's what we're doing right now. Innovation. When we started, this generation started talking about religion is not real, all that stuff. We were going the opposite way. Now our parents and our grandparents and stuff, they were like, no, because they didn't want to change with the times. Now, I'm not telling you that religion is trash. Okay. I'm not telling you that because I want you to study. If you get information from me, well, let me tell you, if you get information from me, because I didn't heard people say throw your Bibles in the trash. I didn't heard people say religion is for dumb people, and all that crap. If you're getting information to me, I'm telling you, no. See, the problem is you're only stuck in one religion. Okay, and it's just as bad if you was in that one religion, right? And you feel like it's stupid, and now you denounce all religions. I want you to study every religion. If you're getting information from me, that's what I want you to do. I want you to study all religions, as many as possible. I want you to study all cultures, as many as possible. You're going to be so busy. That's why I say you ain't going to have time to be worried about other people because you're going to be so busy because I'm telling you to study yourself, journaling. Somebody in the chat room said they're journaling. Shelly, shout out to you, Shelly. Okay, because if you already journaling, you ahead of the game. Okay, a lot of you guys in here are probably journaling with the diary too, but you're analyzing yourself. You're studying yourself. Okay, because when you study yourself, you'll be able to know other people. It's not just a small bubble that we think, we think you have these feelings and you think it's only you. If you have these feelings, then most other people are feeling like that as well. So Victor, you're saying, is it true that there are spells, rituals in the Bible? Of course. Even an act of prayer is a ritual. Even an act of prayer is a ritual. You breathing is a ritual. See, here's the thing, guys. They depicted rituals as something so dark and evil and stuff like that. Okay. Shelly, again, shout out to you. She said, why do you think you had to learn the spell? Everything is a ritual. Everything is a spell. She's ahead of the game, guys. And still, these are good questions. Again, all you guys interacting, this shows signs of growth. Like I said, because that's how you know you're growing. You're asking questions. You're studying. You're trying to learn. You're getting your readings done. You're getting your consultations. Like I said, I was getting everything. I wish you guys would have seen me during that time. I was obsessed. Even people like Grant Cardone, right? Grant, for those who study people like, Grant Cardone, listen to them. He said, in order for you to really become successful, you got to become obsessed. A lot of you guys just kind of just want to learn this stuff. You kind of just like it because it's cool. It's starting to get a little popular now. I'm not talking about you guys sitting here per se, but most people are just like, oh, this is some cool stuff. It's new, it's kind of hip, But those people are not serious. That's the outer layer. Because if you're obsessed with this stuff and you have to know, you have to become this stuff, then that's when you'll become this person creating this realm. Think about all the people you love to watch, right? They're successful. I don't agree with Till Swan, but I can't take something away from her. She's successful in what she does because she's serious about this stuff. Think about all the people you watch on YouTube. As far as the real spiritual people, they're successful. But 90% of their followers are not, because they're not serious. They're not willing to do whatever it takes. Now, a lot of my followers, a lot of people, all the people who have gotten readings with me, all the people who've gotten consultations with me, I tell you guys all the time, you guys are different because you're serious. That's how I know you're serious. There's like layers to this. If you make it past the layers of seeing the occult, seeing my Mirage the Illusionist name, people scared of the Illusionist name, scared of everything. Scared of the occult. Then the people don't want to pay for nothing because they want to be an energy vampire. They just want to leech off of everything. They want everything for them, me. You make it past all that. That's who I share my energy with. I share my energy with. I share my energy with people that are like me, that are willing to do whatever it takes to get to the next level. Okay, the next frequency. It took me a long time to get here, guys. I know I don't talk about my past a lot. I know I don't talk about what I went through. It took me a long time to get here. I started early. I started doing this when I was like 11 years old. I'm 28 right now. I started studying astrology at 11 years old. People thought I was crazy. People thought I was nuts. Astrology was not the thing back then. It was not popping back then. Astrology was like of the devil back then. It's cool now. It's fun. It's hip now. So it's easier for people to just want to do it now. Now the real people, you know, really love this stuff. Not saying, you know, because some people just didn't get access to the information. That's fine. Okay. So you start at different time periods. I'm just telling you, like I said, it took me a long time to get here from who I was to somebody who's very depressed, to somebody who's going through anxiety. This is why I can tell you guys about anxiety and depression. This is why I can tell you about tons of fear, living in a community where you're scared for your life. We're living in a community where if you don't act a certain way, then you get attacked. Okay? I had to grow up out of that. I had to become independent where people laughed at me. When I first went vegan, before veganism became the hot thing to do like it is now. Again, Age of Aquarius, head of the game, guys. And all of you, a lot of you in here are ahead of the game too. You got laughed at, didn't you? Be honest. People were laughing at you, weren't they? I put on my social media at the time that I went vegan. I lost like at least half of my friends, first of all. The other half were making fun of me. Other people were arguing with me. And a lot of those people are at least vegetarian, vegan now. A lot of those same people. Why you lead by example, guys? That's what Aquarius is trying to tell you. I didn't argue with them. Okay? All I said to them, you know, there's people saying, hey, you used to eat meat. You used to eat meat. So how are you going to not eat meat now? I said, I changed. You got to change. Just because you were doing something a year ago doesn't mean you have to do it now. That's what Aquarius is trying to teach you. Because, see, Aquarius is saying he understands where it came from. So I understood why people were eating meat and why I was, because I didn't know. And I'm not telling you to do anything, guys. So if you're not a vegan or a vegetarian, that's totally fine. Don't take this video saying you got to do what I'm doing. Because that's another Aquarius thing. Okay, the Age of Aquarius is letting people do them, not telling them that they have to conform to what you're doing. Relax. You got too much stuff to focus on. You got too much work to do. Okay, I get on this YouTube channel because I'm spreading what I'm doing. You know, my thoughts, where I'm going. I'm going to keep going. Okay, and the other people, like I said, those serious people who contact me in my email, who get those readings, they're going too, right? Now you can do your own research as well, but you're going to need to connect with people. It don't have to be me. It could be whoever else. Whoever else is your heroes that are accessible on YouTube, in the local community. Get around these people, connect with these people, hit them up in the email saying, how can I get in touch with you? A lot of times, 99% of the time, they're going to charge you. So don't be scared of putting money up front, because you put money up front for everything else, right? So your hero in the local community says, hey, I'll have a consultation with you, sit down with you for an hour for $250. You're going to be like, oh man, no, that's not, no. But then you're going to live for the next 5 years doing the same thing that you continue to do in your life. Insanity. Okay, let me look at some of these comments. Okay, C Diggs saying, I have to know for myself, but I do have to be careful on what I say to others. Yup. Yeah, let's see Diggs. Like I said before, you want to you don't try to project yourself to other people. You know, whatever your belief is, whatever that your path is, you should be so busy on your path that you're not out in the street trying to, hey, this is what you should do, because you don't have the time. Like I said, when these people will naturally be attracted to you. And if you're feeling lonely, because a lot of us are feeling lonely, right? We feel like there's nobody around us like this. Now, this is why, like I said, you got to use social media for that reason. Download the Meetup app. Okay, Meetup. Download the app called Meetup. Type in, once you download that app, you put in what you're interested in, and it tells you all the meetups in your local community. They're all connected to the things that you love. Now you have no excuse. And for the people that had the how to make money from home session, you know, I gave you a lot more things to do as far as meeting these people, these millionaires and stuff like that. But for those of you that want to get into contact with people that are in your local community that like the same things that you like, because like I said, you need people, you need a network. Download the Meetup app, and go to these meetups. Get out of this fearful mind. Okay, get out of your house now. Not now. I mean, you're still watching the video, but make a plan saying, you know what? Once a week, I'm gonna get out my house and I'm gonna go and meet people. You know, I'm gonna go to one of these meetups in my local community, like a yoga meetup, or maybe a meditation circle, or yoga class, or you people who teach you how to learn about the herbs. I've seen classes like that or groups like that. Go to these. Go volunteer. Okay, because you're meeting people who love the environment as well. So Victor, you're saying, I'm glad where I have a special place to come to share. I cannot share some of my experiences with people around me without them thinking I'm crazy. Trust me, I got it. I done got everything. Crazy, Satanists, the devil. Again, people that are fearful. Victor, I really appreciate that, my brother. I really appreciate that, my brother. I appreciate you, man. I'm gonna send you energy for that. Okay, thank you for that. Thank you for that. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely send you energy for that. I appreciate that. Make sure anything, guys. Make sure that you're grateful for anything. It doesn't matter if somebody gives you a penny. It doesn't matter if somebody gives you $1. It doesn't matter if somebody gives you a compliment. A lot of you get compliments, and because of the narcissism, like I said, it's not your fault. It's because of the age of social media. You just take that for granted. Somebody gives you a compliment, ladies. If somebody says you're beautiful or I like your dress, be appreciative of that. Okay, even if they're bothering you, catcalling you, just be appreciative and keep it pushing, guys. If somebody compliments you or somebody gives you something, you know, really take the time to appreciate that person, because they didn't have to do that. They didn't have to come out their way. Okay. Shelly, you're saying it depends on your location because Eastern cultures always have known the importance of astrology. Yes, that's totally true. That's totally true, Shelly. You're exactly right. They have known. They have known that. Okay. Out here in America, they're just now getting hip to that in the Western part of the world. Okay. So Brittany, you're saying your mom thinks you crazy. My mom thinks I'm crazy too. But my mom loves me because she sees what I've created out of that. Before all this stuff, guys, see, this is what I said. I don't like to talk about information that's not going to help you in the physical. If you had a consultation with me, a reading with me, I'm not going to puff smoke to you. I want this to help you out. So let me tell you something. Before I really started putting all this into practice, guys, I already told you, for the people that had my how to make money from home session, I told you my past, told you that I was working 2 jobs. I was very unhealthy. I was 100 more pounds than I am today. Over 100 more pounds than I am today. Very unhealthy. I was angry. I was aggressive. I used to always fight. I used to get into fights all the time. Mark's right here. Getting into fights. I had depression, suicidal thoughts, anxiety. This is why I used to overly drink. Okay, I was alcoholic. Not saying alcohol is bad, because, you know, again, neither, just like weed, I abuse it. It's alcohol abuse that's bad. It's marijuana abuse that's bad. It's sex abuse that's bad. See, I was abusing these things. Okay, when I started learning all this stuff and I started really putting it into practice, this is where I changed my life. I no longer work at a job anymore. I'm positive. I lost weight. I'm vibrant. Before, I used to never speak to people. People used to say I was unapproachable. So I started putting this stuff into practice. Now I speak to everybody with a great big hello and a smile on my face, and people, you know, again. So all these things that I did for myself, where I don't work for, I work for myself now. Okay, I pull in multiple streams of income with myself, and I have a team where we pull in multiple streams of income together. And we're getting more. We're setting up more things. That's for one. Got my health in order. I had high blood pressure. I had, like I said, I had the anxiety, I had depression, cured all of that. They tell you can't, high blood pressure, that's a lie. It's totally gone. It's pre-diabetic. I was pre-diabetic. Cured that. Get that out the window. I had what is it called? Trying to remember the called vertigo. You know, when you're unbalanced in the ears, because I was open, that's from alcohol abuse. Cured that. They tell you that vertigo is not curable. It's a lie. Okay, it's a lie. So like I said, got my health order. Got my relationships. I was really bad in relationships and friendships. Okay, this stuff that I've learned helped me cure all these things. Now my relationships are good or healthy or positive. My friendships are good or healthy or positive. My relationships with my siblings, because I had problems in my family too. Okay, learning this stuff. Again, the age of Aquarius is about maturity, people. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you, Patrick. Okay. Now, when somebody asks me what should I answer? Brittany, you say, I don't preach anymore. I just do my thing. Right. Right on, Brittany, because like I said, you don't have to preach, because if they see you, like I just told you, if they see you losing weight, they see your energy coming up. This is why I'm so vibrant, because vibration is moving fast. Remember, when you're like, yeah, you know, you're slow. So sometimes I talk too fast, and sometimes, you know, I'm moving. I try to come. Again, the energy is moving. My vibrations is high. When they see that, when they see you going from this, because this is how I used to be. Never speak. When they see me sitting upright, my posture's right, my voice is elevated, I'm speaking to people, I'm looking people directly in their eyes, they see the difference. They're saying, what's the change? They're seeing the healthy relationships that I have with the opposite sex. They see the healthy relationships that I have with my family. They're asking questions, and they're going to want to learn from you. And that's when you open yourself up. That's how the Aquarius energy leads. That's how you're going to have to lead in this new energy. If you're trying to create a hierarchy, right, you're going to crumble. It's already crumbling. Somebody said it in the chat earlier when they said, you know, yeah, it's already crumbling. Like I told you, that 9 to 5 thing, that degree, like I'm getting a degree too, but I'm not getting a degree for the security. I'm not getting a degree for the job. I'm getting a degree because that's what I wanted to learn. So for all you people that, you know, because there are people telling you never go to school, never go to school. Again, remember I said the masses, that's what the majority of people are telling you now. School is a waste of money and stuff like that. It can be a waste of money if you're in there just for really just winging it, not knowing what you want to do. Don't just get a job because you think it's going to get, you know, benefit you with money. Don't try to be a nurse because you just think it's a secure job and you're going to get a nice amount of money being a nurse. That's the problem. It's going to school, going to college for stuff that you don't even actually believe in. If you want to be a massage therapist, you don't got to go to college. Get that, you know, get that certification and build your way up. And on the side, go to the library, learn about selling. Guys, I know you guys don't like selling. I know there's the spiritual element, right? I didn't like selling. You know, I wanted to do everything for free because I was uncomfortable. But guess what? You get bad karma for doing that. That's why you have to charge for your services. Now, when you're learning in the learning process, remember, that's when you're free to do, you can learn. But you're giving your time, your energy, and it's going to hit to a point where you're going to keep going under. You know, you're not going to be progressing. You want to be a massage therapist, you got to learn how to sell. You got to learn psychology. You got to learn how to realize that it's all about the customer, all about what they want. So give them what they want, okay? And give them more. This is why with my readings, there's no time limits for the live readings. The only reasons why now I'm doing the MP3 thing a lot, is because, first of all, you don't have to take notes like before. A lot of you had readings with me in the past, right? Where I was on the phone with you as a live session, and you were taking notes and stuff, but then maybe you missed some things. Now I can send you the MP3, right? You have it for life. You can study it for life, and then if you need to do so, we can do a live session speaking on certain topics within that. Makes it so much easier on both of us because, again, I'm spreading myself thin. Okay. Okay, Michael DeLine, you're asking, when you're going to sleep, how do you decipher or discover the messages in your dream? Great question. First of all, you guys, here's the thing. As soon as you wake up from a dream, you want to write it down. You want to have a dream journal. That's the most important thing. Okay? You want to have a dream journal. So you have to figure out what you're dreaming for. Okay. So, because your dreams are telling you messages in the ways that ancient texts explain messages, which is through symbology and metaphors. So this is why when you read a religious text, most people are not understanding it. They're taking things too literal. Your dreams speak in the same way. The ancients knew this. So that's why they wrote in that way, where everything is metaphorical. Everything is in symbology. So what you want to do is write down everything in the dream as much as you can remember. That's why you want to write it down as fast. You want to have that notebook right next to your bed. As soon as you wake up, you have a dream, which you should be dreaming at least every night. I mean, well, at least every other night. If you have dream problems, again, that's a health issue. And the pineal gland, your pineal gland is taking damage, most likely from all kinds of stuff, heavy metals, dairy. But if you're not dreaming at least, a couple times a week, at least, a healthy person, a healthy pineal gland, you're going to be dreaming every night. All right. But like I said, it all depends. So everybody's different, but at least every couple of days a week, you're going to need to fix that. You need to cleanse, decalcify your pineal gland. I teach you guys how to do that in my detox sessions, how to detox the pineal gland as well. Everything that anybody who's had the session with me on my detox sessions, which are live sessions, I teach you how to do all that. Okay. But yeah, so like I said, you want to write down your dream. Okay. Now, what you're going to need to do is study symbols. Now, you can get a dream interpreter. Okay. But again, you want to do both sides because you can find somebody who does dream interpretation. But you also want to study symbols yourself. Okay, remember what I was telling you in the beginning? First thing I started out with was astrology. This is why astrology is my number one, I consider that my number one strength as far as the sciences, because that's what I started out with. I've been doing that the longest. So I was reading books, I was watching videos, and I was practicing it myself. I was doing free readings for people in the beginning, and I also was getting readings myself. That's the ultimate learning process. If you're reading, watching, practicing, and also getting, basically a mentor, because everybody gives you a reading, and even though it's a one-time situation, or if you get consistently over, which some people that I do have get consistent readings with me, that's a mentorship. I have mentorships. Okay. But you want to study symbology yourself as well, and you can decipher this. Okay. Once you kind of get down with the basics, it looks complicated. Michael, it's going to look complicated. But again, this is the age of Aquarius. It's about independence, where you don't have to be reliant. You're getting a reading with somebody because they're helping you, but you don't want to just totally 100% rely on that person. You want the help, but then you got to have the balance. You got to put in work yourself. This is what Aquarius is about. People have to take responsibility for themselves now. Okay, so it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard because you can no longer, again, changing with the times, you can no longer say, if you had a lot of bad relationships, you can no longer say, oh, it's because of the other people. It's because of the other people that I've had these bad relationships. No, it's because of you. The age of Aquarius is telling you now you have to look at that. You can't put blame onto other people no more. It's you. So, Michael, like I said, write down your dreams in your journal. Half the time you'll be able to decipher the dream without it, without even symbology, without even learning, but you still want to learn it though. What does your intuition say when you're reading this over? Write the dream down, then read over it and be like, what does it feel like it's saying? But still, get some good books on symbology. Okay. And continue. And then also find a dream interpreter. I don't specialize in that, but you know, for anybody, you know, again, that's not really my thing. But there's people out there that do dream interpretation. But I mean, for the people that really, really want to get in contact with me for that, I can help you out with that. It'd be a consultation. Okay. Okay. So let me look at some of these. Thank you, Brittany. Thank you. I know I'm sorry that I'm slow on these comments. Okay, glad to see how well you overcome. Thank you, Shelly. So yes, Shelly, that's also a good way. Like she said, if you don't need to write, if you don't feel like you should write it down, there's plenty of apps that you can download on your phone, and you can record it. So it could be easier that way, where you get on your phone, you know, you record what you remember about the dream, and that can help you out. Okay, no problem, Michael DeLine, no problem at all. So yeah, you guys. So again, bring it back to the age of Aquarius, because like I said, you know, you will get left behind if you don't understand these concepts. Okay, not to make you fearful. It should make you hopeful that you're getting it. Like I said, establishing your independence, but at the same time, establishing yourself in the community. Like I said, remember, the independence is saying that you don't necessarily have to rely on people 100%. You're relying on people 50%. Okay. Now, also, you're building the other 50% is building yourself with the community. Okay, is building your network. All right. Another thing, like I said, finding out what you want to do, because there's going to be less job security, guys. There's going to be less job security. I want to say it again. There's going to be less job security. A lot of people are getting laid off. A lot of my friends have gotten laid off, and they had to come to me to teach them how to make money from home. Teach them how to get into marketing so they can learn how to use social media, and they can learn how to do the things that they love to do with that. But still, it's crunch time for them. I don't want to have to, you don't want to wait until that period of time where now you got to rush. You want to get ahead of time. This is what I said. Those of you who are serious, who want to know the different ways that me and my team and I bring in this income. Like I said, for me, it's automated. Like I said, the only, constant work that I'm doing is the consultations and the music career. Okay, and of course, my schoolwork, which has to do with music, so it's not really work, right? Because I love to do music. So if you go to school for what you love to do, you're not really working. If you guys are serious and want to set that up, like I said, the email is in the description of this video, occulthealing22@gmail.com. Okay. Like I said, you can learn this stuff on your own too, but hey, again, where I got the information from, like I said, look up Ty Lopez. For everybody that doesn't know Ty Lopez, his social media marketing course costs $1,000. I bought it because I'm serious about this stuff. I'm telling you, you don't have to, because I'm giving it to you for about $120. Okay, get it from him. It's $1,000. Remember, I also got it from Anthony Morrison, which is how to make money from home. He has a session, costs $500. So that's a total of $1,500 so far. Not only that, but all those of you who know me know I got that certification in internet marketing. It cost me $5,000. You see, but that's the difference between somebody who's serious, because yes, I put all that money in, right? I put all that money in, But it worked out because now I don't have to work for anybody anymore. Okay? Aquarius. See, Aquarius gets that knowledge, right? And utilizes it. Now I don't have to work for anybody anymore. And I made that money back like 1,000 times over. That shows you that you're serious, though. That you're willing to do whatever it takes. You know, and I tell people, hey, if you're interested in astrology, like, and you want to do readings for people, well, like I told you what I did, how I started. I was reading every book there was. I had to buy the books too. And a lot of the real books for astrology is expensive. Okay, but again, Aquarius is going to map it out. Some people say, well, I don't have the money. I didn't have the money either. I still bought those books. I still bought those readings, though. Ask me how. Again, I made it work. You know, I made it work. It's a difference between somebody who's successful and somebody who's not, right? Everybody has a chance of success, but why do only 1% of people make it? It's because the other 99% of people make excuses. I can't do it because of this. I can't do it because of that. Hey, I couldn't do it either, but I did it. A lot of you are way well off than I was. Like I'm trying to tell you, I came from dirt to bottom. Okay. Brittany, I always recommend as far as astrology books, I always recommend let me see if I can find it real fast, you guys. Hold on 1 second. 1 second, you guys. I always forget the name. Hold on 1 second, you guys. I'm gonna put the link in the description. I'm gonna put the link in the chat for you guys, okay? Like I said, for all the people that learn astrology the basic form, the book, a great book. See if I can find it. I'm not finding it. I don't know why. Okay, here. I have it now. I'm gonna put it in the chat for you guys. Okay. Hopefully it there you go. Okay. Looks like my thing is freezing. Let me know if you guys can hear me still. Let me know if you guys can hear me still in the chat room. Is there anybody that can hear me in the chat? Okay. Oh, okay, okay, great. I don't know why it was looking like my screen was freezing. Okay, thank you, Shelly, thank you, Brittany, thank you, Dorian, for answering that for me. Okay, so, it's getting hot in here, guys. That's that fire energy, and it's summertime. Getting passionate with you guys. So again, people that have been following me for a while, you know I recommend this book for beginners all the time. There's the link in the chat if you want to go grab that book. Study that book. Like I said, get reading, study, watch the videos to it. You don't want to just do one. Again, this is how you learn. So if you want to make income off of this, right? Because again, I'm giving you this as the age of Aquarius. If you love astrology, if you love tarot, if you love numerology, if you love meditation, you love yoga, You guys you gotta make this as an income then, right? You gotta make this as an income. So yoga, you can have your YouTube channel and then also get maybe your certificate, and teach people yoga, have yoga classes and stuff like that. Same thing with meditation, have meditation classes, but again, you got to go to, just like I said, you got to learn from other people too. You can't just try to teach yoga and have a yoga class if you've never been to a yoga class before. It's the same thing with astrology. You can't give an astrology reading if you never had an astrology reading. You can read and read all you want, but you need experience. You need experience. Okay. So, like I said, you guys, you can do this. Trust me, if I can do this, you can do this. All right. So study now. So, like I said, Aquarius, the Aquarius energy is telling you no more excuses. You have to rely on your own mind now. Your own mind. I just told you the different ways you can learn a subject to the T. I said you can read about it, you watch it, you practice it yourself. So in the beginning, you're going to be given free readings, all right, just to practice. And then you also get the readings yourself. This is with anything. Okay, I'm just speaking readings per se because Shelley had brought up the astrology books. Okay, so learn astrology, of course, to improve your own life. Because some people say, all right, what is the point of even learning astrology? Okay, astrology can really change your life. The number one thing that changed my relationships was learning my astrology chart. That's the number one thing. Okay, the number one thing. It's bothering me that well, my screen looks like it's freezing, but whatever. If you guys can still hear me, I'm gonna keep going. That's number one thing. My relationships were just not working out. But then I looked in my astrology chart. I understood my Venus. I understood my Mars. I understood my moon sign. I understood my 7th house. I put that all together and I started applying that information. Like I said, don't just read your chart just to learn. Read it. Apply the information. What is the message that you need to learn? Okay, this is why a lot of times you need an astrologer to put that into that perspective, because these free websites, a lot of the books, they just give you the straight information, but they don't. That's the masculine part of it, right? They give you the information, but they don't put it together in an intuitive way so you can use it. Okay, so you can get information all you want, but you're not going to apply it to your real life, and in return, you're not going to make a change in your life. Okay. So you guys can do this, all right? Think entrepreneur now. Think that you need people. Think about your network, okay? So if you want to do astrology readings, right, that means you're going to have to get into a space where a lot of people love astrology. That's why you're going to need your social media. So I said, I don't like social media per se either, because I don't like the narcissism, but you got to use it. You got to be in this world, but of it. It's like being in the world. There's a lot of hatred. There's a lot of, bad, quote unquote, bad stuff, right? But I'm not going to kill myself and leave because of that. I'm going to continue doing my work. You got to be in this world, but not of it. Okay? So be in the social media world. Continue, just do your work. Try not to scroll as much. Okay? Or stick in positive groups. And, like, especially on Facebook, they have groups and stuff like that. Get into the Facebook groups. Connect with these people. You never know who you might find. You might find somebody, and who knows? This happened to me where I met people through social media, through YouTube. I done met some of you personally. I done met some of the people that were my followers on YouTube. We met, had a great time. And I made some nice friends, some good friends. I done met some of my people that I met on Facebook and Instagram, again, because I'm not fearful of that stuff. Some people are saying, oh man, you're meeting people off the internet. Oh my God, this and that can happen. All this stuff can happen, right? But again, what are you going to focus on? What are you going to focus on? Like I said, the age of Aquarius is telling your network is your net worth. Your network is your net worth. Okay. Just a few notes before I go. Uh, just a few notes before I go, guys. I just want to say, like I said, this energy is about using the mind. This energy is about using your genius, because you are a genius. You have the genius within you. It might just be lying dormant. Some other people might be showing their genius a little bit more, but remember, you're a genius in something else. Hey, you might suck at basketball, but hey, you might be an exceptional drawer. You might be a genius when it comes to music, or vice versa. You might be like a genius at pushing your body to where maybe you're a runner, okay? Or maybe you're a genius teacher. Maybe you're a genius astrologer, So you have these things inside of you, guys. Let me hold on one second, everybody. I'll change this up real fast. Okay. Okay. So, but yeah, like I said, you have this inside of you. It's all about taking a challenge and bringing it out. Okay. So key points to remember: we're all on we're all on a level playing field in the age of Aquarius. Okay. So that means it's not about you. It's not about just you. Okay. It's about us. It's about us. All right. It's about motivating people to think in a different way, to be innovative, to be different. Now, not necessarily trying to be different. You see this in the music industry, especially with rap nowadays. People are trying so hard to be different. You don't have to. If you find yourself trying to be different, that's how you know you're doing the wrong thing. If you're saying in your mind, oh, this is going to make me stand out, that's when you know you're doing the wrong thing. You should just stand out by accident. Okay? You should just stand out by accident. You don't have to strive, because you're already different. You're already a big walking contradiction. Okay? You're already a big walking contradiction. What do you need to try for? You don't need to try to be different. I know it's cliche to say be yourself. And it's hard to be yourself too, because you don't want to expose yourself. People are scared of their weaknesses. This is how you can turn a weakness into a strength. Put it out there. Look, Eminem taught you that. Eminem taught everybody that. He put all his weaknesses out there in the music. They're not weaknesses anymore. So if you just put it out there, if you just open yourself up with it, they're not weaknesses anymore. You have nothing to hide. Okay? So that's how you want to treat your weaknesses. You want to say, who cares? Put all your energy into your strengths, what you're good at. Okay, you got to sit down and think about, what am I good at? Okay, so like I said, get this energy. I want you to feel this energy. Everybody, you should be feeling energy right now. Okay, take this in, soak this in, and use this. I want you to do something today. Plan something out. I want you to write something out today, because that's the age of Aquarius. It tells you got to write it out. You got to plan it out right now. Don't wait till plan it out tomorrow. You got to use your genius today. Make your connections today. Okay. And then this is going to you're going to take in universal consciousness, because that's what Aquarius, the age of Aquarius, is about as well. Taking in that universal consciousness. People always asking, how do I get to that universal consciousness? How do I open my third eye? How do I open the crown? How do I get the Kundalini to rise? How do I get the Merkaba to activate? In the beginning, it's simple. I could tell you, because it's funny, because I started out in my channel, as far as just in my teaching experience, I started out by giving all the big things, like all the complicated techniques and stuff like that. And then wondering why it didn't work for a lot of people. It's because you have to get to a certain level to start doing those advanced techniques. start worrying about the Merkaba. You have to get to a certain level first. Like I told you, if you don't have your finances together, yeah, that's against what most spiritual people say, right? They say, but like I said, those spiritual people that you're looking on YouTube, I just want you to research them and see how much they're making. A lot of these people are making thousands of dollars a month. Okay, they have their books, they do readings, they do events where they speak, they're traveling around the world. I'm telling you the truth. That yeah, so if they're telling you not to get their not to worry about your finances, it should be just blowing your mind that it should be blowing your mind that they're telling you to do that, but they're bringing in all these multiple streams of income. Okay, like I said, name any impactful spiritual person on YouTube. Research how much money they're making, or just look at what they're selling, because most of the time they're selling something, right? All the time. Okay, because they understand the laws of the universe. Like I said, some of the most sinister people are the people that know this stuff, but then continue to act ignorant and continue to put you in ignorance. Because guess what? Here's the thing. If you're not doing it yourself, that means you're going to be forever dependent on them, and you're going to be forever giving them income. You're never going to do it yourself. You're never going to learn astrology yourself, so you're going to have to be dependent on them. You're never going to learn about relationships, so you're going to have to be dependent on them. Okay? That's, and again, that's a part of selling in a sense, but that's the selling half that is sinister. You know what I mean? You got to sell, but you want to sell in a way where you're giving somebody, of course, it has to be equal exchange, but when you're giving something to somebody, you want to try to overachieve it. You want to try to give them possibly more. So if you're charging them, let's just say, well, let's take my astrology readings, for example, right? Now, you research this. There's two types of ways people charge with astrology readings, or any readings per se. There's the one person that charges lump sum wise. That's the way that I do it, right? But the lump sum way, they charge usually around between $400 to $800 for a full astrology reading. That's the lump sum way. Now, the other way that a lot of other astrologers charge is by minute, which technically you can make a lot more money by the minute, right? And usually, let's just say the average is between $4, I say $3 to $6 a minute. This is real stuff, guys. $3 to $6 dollars a minute. So let's just say, I mean, here's the thing. So my thing is trying to overachieve, right? So first of all, instead of charging between $400 to $800 for an astrology reading, I charge $120. That's first of all, lower price. Second of all, now I do the MP3s, right? Where I'm giving you about, let's just say, between an hour and a half and 2.5 hours worth of information on your astrology chart. I make sure I go through every single point so you have an understanding. I'm not just telling you what to do in your life. I'm telling you, this is what the first house means. This is what Mars means. This is what Venus means. This is what Venus means when it's sitting next to Jupiter. I'm breaking it all the way down. I'm telling you about your rulerships. How many of you have gotten full astrology readings but don't know about your rulerships? Is there anybody in the chat room that's gotten astrology reading by somebody and don't know their rulerships? Because a lot of people that come to me for an astrology reading, they say they had astrology readings before, and I say, oh, what's your rulership? They don't even know. So the astrologer is not even giving you half of what they're supposed to give you. If you don't know rulership, it's the most important stuff. The free websites don't tell you nothing about the rulerships, by the way. So you can go looking for it all you want. Okay, you can go looking. Trust me, I didn't look in the beginning when I was looking for my rulerships, because you got to do it yourself. You got to calculate the mathematics yourself, or you have to get somebody else to calculate the mathematics yourself. Okay. So. Yeah, Shelly, you're saying finances are tied into your spirituality and it runs deep as even debt. Yeah. Shelly, she's on point. Shout out to you, Shelly. You're on point. Okay. If you aren't working to handle this debt, then you continue to have issues financially. This is the reality. Yes. Yup. Okay, ancestor altar and burning. Ancestor money helps me. Folks got to find out what's right and works. Yes, here's another thing too, because you can tap into your ancestors and they can um help you attract income, help you attract money. So all you people that have money problems out there, that are struggling with money, um, you can, you can contact your ancestors. You can contact. There's so rituals, money rituals, just changing your, your physiology. I mean, your mentality and stuff is going to help you attract. Here's the thing, because this is what most people forget. Yes, you do attract. All right, but here's the thing. You gotta take it. See that the attraction is the feminine aspect, right? But you gotta also take it. You gotta use the masculine aspect, okay? Because see, the money might come in an abstract way. Let's just say, you've been wishing for a certain amount of money, right? You've been trying to attract a certain amount of money, and then the opportunity, it might not show itself as making money for you though. That's the trick. An opportunity comes to you, right, for you to do something, and you're like, oh, I don't feel like it. You just missed out on your income. Okay, so some people come to me saying, I've been trying these rituals and they're not working. I say they're not working because you're not being attentive. You're not being focused on the moment. Okay, if you focus on the moment, you'll see the opportunities when you can make your money, or attract that perfect relationship, or attract the perfect career. You're just not paying attention. Okay, a lot of times you might be too focused on the future. You might be too focused on what you put out there in the universe to manifest. Don't focus on what you put out there to manifest. Once you put it out there, let it go. That's it. You should have enough faith to say, I put it out there, it's gonna come. Okay, it's gonna come. That's when I make when I put something out there, that's how I am. Some people say like I could be the cockiest person when it comes to my manifestations, and I always get what I want. Why? Because when I put it out there, I write it out there, I do my ritual. I don't even think about it because I'm so confident. I have so much faith in the universe. I have so much faith in myself. I have a lot of self-esteem. Again, I got that Leo South Node. It could be a weakness sometimes, but I have so much faith in the universe and in my skill sets. I don't even worry about that. I put that out there and I say, it's out there. It's gonna come. And then when the opportunity comes, I take it. This is why I said spiritual community, outer layers. Those of you that have been in this chat this whole time, I've been talking about that onion and outer layers. Outer layer people in the spiritual community are very passive. When you get to here, when you get to the deeper, when you get to the occultists, the masons, when you get to the druids, when you get to the magicians, the so-called witches, these are these small amount of serious people. These people in this section, they take what they want because this reality is for you. Not saying that you trample on people, because you don't have to. You don't have to. You don't have to try to trick people. You don't have to try to manipulate anybody. Shelley, yes, the alchemist. You don't have to manipulate anybody. You don't have to try to cheat people. That's so basic. That's what the most basic people do. They try to trick and manipulate and cheat people. When you know that you can create whatever you want to create, you don't have to do that. And you don't have to hog everything for yourself because it's limitless. Okay. And actually, like I said before, you bring more to people, you get more for yourself. So you should really be focused on giving more to other people. Like I said, if you're having an exchange with people, if you're selling something, make it so big, so much better than what everybody else is doing. I just told you how I do my astrology readings. I make it so you're spending less money with me, but you're also getting more information than anywhere else you can get. Okay? Anywhere else. Unless they're a little bit unknown. I'm talking about as far as like where you can get astrology readings from. All right? You're not going to get it for that price. You're not going to get that much time. All right? So yeah, the alchemist, man. I heard that sometimes your ancestors may not want to work with you. It could be evil or other things like that. Is that true, Lauren? Um, in a sense, yes. See, here's the thing, because your ancestors, just like when they're going to have this part of them, there's a reason why they acted a certain way when they were in the physical, because they had this soul print. All right, your soul print is not necessarily all your personality, but it's like the basics of this individual. Okay, so you have to, when I'm connected with my ancestors, I always tell them, I always put out in the atmosphere that I want I want to connect with the ancestors that have my best interest at heart. Okay, now other ancestors don't want to work with you. Some ancestors don't want to work with you because you're unworthy. All right, you want everything for free. Okay, it's not just money. You don't want to put in the work. You just want your ancestors to manifest everything for you without you doing anything. You just want to sit back and attract everything. You're not worthy of your ancestors if you think like that. Okay, and they know that they don't want to tie their energy to somebody like that, even if you are family. I don't want to tie my energy to people like that, even if they are family. Again, those people are going to get left behind. We're starting to see they're going to get left behind. Okay, so yes, Shelly, you do have ancestors that have been protecting you. Most likely, a lot of times it's like if you have a deceased grandmother, grandfather, a lot of times those ancestors that knew you in the physical, they're going to be the ones protecting you. Okay. Garden plants, how are you? Thank you for coming into the live stream. Okay. So, but yeah, like I said, so yeah, you're gonna have these ancestors don't want to work with you because you're not worthy, because they feel like you don't deserve it, and you don't. If you're not willing to put in the work, if you're not willing to stretch yourself out as well. Okay, you got to be willing to take a risk. You got to be willing to stretch yourself out as well. You can't just sit back and attract, because like I said, you're going to miss the opportunity. Yes, you do have the power to attract it to you, sit right in front of your face. But what happens when it's right there for you? You have to grab it. You have to take the opportunity, because sometimes the opportunity might be shrouded in something that might scare you. You might be fearful. Okay, it might be something that that you feel like it's too much of a big risk and you don't want to take that risk. All right, so you want to take that chance. Working with your ancestors should be the first thing you should do if you're getting into rituals. If you're getting into rituals, stop. Okay, if you're new to this, stop, wait, learn about getting in touch with your ancestors. Learn about setting up an altar for your ancestors first, because they're going to be your primary source of protection. Okay, like I said, there's rules and regulations to this. This world is ruled by Saturn. This world is in the hands of Saturn. Okay, there's rules, there's steps, regulations. You can't skip. You can't go from the root chakra to the third eye chakra. You can't do it. You have to go from the root to the sacral to the solar plexus, up, up, up. You can't skip. I know everybody wants to skip. There's rules, there's laws, regulations. So when it comes to rituals, that's the first step, is building your altar for your ancestors, getting in touch with your ancestors and having them around you. Jane Doe, how are you? Thank you for coming into the live stream. Okay. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna get off. Like I said, I just wanted to point out, some of those things for the age of Aquarius, so you guys can get prepared, so you guys can get this information. Like I said, using the mind, becoming an entrepreneur, connecting with the community, with your group, with your soul group, which we're doing right now. We're connecting with our soul group right now. But you want to do it in the physical too, because it's easy to do it online. because you don't have to see nobody, you don't have to be around nobody. But there's people in your community. I know people is like, yo, I don't have anybody around me like this. Like I said, download that Meetup app. It's a free app. Go to your app store, Google Play Store, whatever. Download the app, put in what you're interested in, and make the effort, make the work, because I know you've been practicing attraction. This could be where you get what you've been trying to attract. Go to these places where these meetups, where the other people that are just like you, who are into meditation, who are into yoga, who are into astrology, tarot, who are just like you. Now you can be around the vicinity of these people in the physical as well as online too. You're connecting here with us. You're connecting on your Facebook. You're connecting on Instagram with positive people, with high vibrational people. Like I said, we're bringing this vibration up right now. Okay. I hope you guys are soaking this in. I'm putting this energy on you guys. Soak that in. Feel vibrational. You should be feeling the tingling all around it in your arms and your whatever. Okay. But don't just waste it. Once you have this energy gathered, because that's another thing, is energy, right? You got to share energy. Me speaking is giving. I'm giving a ton of energy. I'm talking. I'm giving out a ton of energy. The motivational speaker or somebody on stage or something, giving out a ton of energy. But we're also receiving energy too at the same time. Jane Doe, it's called the Meetup app. Okay? Meetup app. I'll put it in just in case. Okay. And it's super hot, guys. It's really hot out here. Oh, I just got off my cleanse too. Yesterday was my last day for my cleanse, so I'm feeling vibrant. I'm ready to get back out there again. Like I tell you, you do have a time period when you have to detox and cleanse yourself, and you have to be in isolation. That's only a period of time. That's a time for you to heal yourself. Now I'm about to get back out there. I'm gonna be going to the meetups myself. I'm gonna be going to the places to speak myself and to teach myself and to help kids and to help homeless people. That's what I'm about to start doing again, because now I didn't heal myself. I didn't have my detox period. Okay. So thank you very much. I appreciate you guys. Change with the times. Do not get stuck with the rest of the masses. Like I said, heal yourself, connect with others, do the knowledge, do the research. Aquarius is a researcher. Continue to research. Continue to connect with your mentors. For those that consider me as your mentor, connect with me. I'm here. I'm accessible to you. My email is right there. Occult Healing 22. I do the guidance sessions, astrology readings, tarot readings, detox sessions, spiritual healing, how to make money from home, and also the hypnosis sessions. I'm here for you. So connect with your mentors. If you're serious, if you're not serious, you're not going to do it. But if you're serious, you're going to do it. And I'll expect to hear from you. Okay, so change with the times, research, practice, find what you love to do, get your journals, get your diaries, write in your diaries, tell the truth about yourself, analyze yourself. Don't try to change people. Put all your willpower on changing yourself. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate every single one of you. I appreciate you, Jane Doe, C. Diggs. I appreciate you, Shelly. You've been participating a lot. Appreciate you, Lauren. Appreciate you, Dorian. I appreciate you, Ebony. I appreciate you, Goddess in Motion. I appreciate you, Michael DeLine. I love you all. I appreciate you, Victor. Did I say Brittany? I think I did. I appreciate all of you. All of you. Okay. Do this for me. Continue to have those vibrations high. Like I said, you want those astrology, you want those readings, you want those consultations with me. occulthealing22@gmail.com. The email is in the description. You know what I'm saying? Learn something new today. Like I always say, if you're not making one mistake a day, you're not truly living. So don't be scared to make mistakes. Keep your energy positive. Spend some time with your family. We're in the energy of Cancer right now. Spend some time with your family. If you got a daughter or son, you spend some time with your mother. Much love to all of you. Love you. Peace. I'm out. Thank you.